In the second part of this webinar, we will be focusing on the classification. So first, let's start with a new surface, this one. And you can clearly see there are variety of particles, very small, medium, and bigger one. We will be doing the particle analysis. And this is the result. Maybe we can fine-tune slightly like that. So thresholding works great on this particular example. Now, once you are happy with the detection, its refinement, by the way, we can probably remove the particle on the edges. The idea is you might want to filter, isolate certain particle or structures, subfamilies based on their parameters, volumes, projected area, and so on, or a combination of parameters. And to do so, we provide a tool called particle classification, and that's where you will find it in the particle analysis tab. When you click on it, there's a pop-up window here, and there's a couple of components here. The first one that we want to focus at the beginning is the classes. By default, the parameter that will be used for classification is the projected area, and I will explain later how you can change that. But let's stick with the projected area for the moment. In this histogram, you see the distribution, the number of particles with respect to their projected area. And there is 3 families. You could say you have the smallest one in red, medium in green, and the biggest one in blue. You have more details. Here, the specific numbers that are used to sort these particle. 3 colors that are taken into account into the color particle view here, and you can zoom in and you can zoom out, and you can see all of the particle here colored. And again, small one, medium, and the bigger one. Finally, you have this portion here called classifications, because as you will see later on, you have the default classification, but you can erase it. You can build one from scratch, or you can have multiple ones. But if you are happy with this classification and these settings, you click on OK. And you see here why it is important when you are doing the classification to display the colored particle and not the topography, because it is going to be on the color particle display that the software will show you the location of each classes. Also, there is a new row, a new column in the table that appears called default classification, and you will see here all of the classes which you can sort. If you had multiple classification enabled, you will have multiple columns. You can display or hide the classification right here. No classification. Each particle have a color which is entirely unrelated to its classes, and then default classification. And now let's interact a bit more with the classification. This slider, you can interact with them by changing their location, like that. If I'm zooming in, you will see that the coloring change live. Okay. Of course, you can change the color of any classes. You can change their name, small, medium, and big. If you take a look at this icon, it means that the classes are linked they are linked because they simply share one boundary. So if you change this slider here, of course, it will have an impact not only on the small particle, but also on the medium. If you select a single class, such as this one, you can divide. You can divide the class in two, like that. Or you could delete the classes using these. You can create a new class, which will be unrelated here. For instance, you can change the parameter use from projected area to the Zmax. Here, all of the particle, all of the particle below that value belongs to the E class. If I want to see these classes only, I can deactivate the color from the other classes. So if I move back to this one, you can change from below this value, above, or in between two cursors, outside. So you have multiple choice available. So let's keep above. Now you could want to isolate particles that are medium in projected area, but have the highest Zmax. So you want to see the union between those two classes. And to do so, it's fairly easy. You select the class medium, you select the class E, and then you click on this one, which is the intercept classes. You have a new class, F, which is light blue, which is the union of the green and the pink. This distribution here shows you the proportion between the F class that was just created and the other two on which it is based. Again, once you are happy with the classification, you click on OK. And here is the result.